Hello, good evening, Samiksha and Steve.
Good evening, sir.
All right. How are you, Samiksha?
All well, sir. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right. So in the previous class, we were discussing the diagrammatic presentation of data. All right, let's start with the revision. So in this chapter, until now, we have discussed the various of types by which data can be presented diagrammatically. So we have basically diagrammatic presentation can be categorized into three parts. One is the geometric form of diagrammatic presentation, then there is frequency diagram, and then time series. So in the geometric form, we have further categorized this into two parts: bar diagram and pie diagram. And the frequency diagram has been further categorized into three parts: histogram, polygon, and Ogive. All right. So in the previous class, we were discussing the bars. So in the bar diagram, I have explained that bars are basically are those. It is a form of diagrammatic representation wherein the data is presented in the form of rectangular bars. This is how the data is presented in the bar diagram. So these rectangular bars is called are basically collectively called bar diagram. And one of the feature of the bar diagram is that length and height of each bar differs according to the value and variables, but breadth of the each bar remains same. And these can be horizontal, these can also be vertical. Other than this, I have told you that bars are equidistant from each other and all bars have common baseline. All right. Next, we have discussed the various types of bar diagram: simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, then subdivided bar diagram, and percentage bar diagram. In case of simple bar diagram, whenever you have only one data to be presented on the diagram, then in such a situation, we prepare the simple bar diagram. And if there are multiple data which is required to be presented on the diagram, then we use multiple bar diagram. Like for example, there are various years given in the question, and you have two data to be presented on the diagram, that is birth rate and death rate. Then in this case, we use the multiple bar diagram. All right. Other than this, we have also discussed this subdivided bar diagram, and apart from this, we have also covered the percentage bar diagram. So I hope everything that we have discussed in the previous class is clear to all of you, Samiksha, Steve, and Pete. Is there any doubt in the topic
Yes.
discussed earlier?
No,
Okay,
sir.
all right. So in today's session, we will be talking about the histograms. All right. So histograms are what? Histogram are, sorry.
Sir, we finished histogram. We were going to do pie diagram.
Okay, so we are done with this also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a minute. All right. So we have discussed all the types of histograms, right? This histogram in case of midpoint series, histogram in case of inclusive series, everything.
Yes, sir. All. Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 All right. So now we have to discuss the frequency polygon. Then we will discuss Ogive, and at the end of this chapter, we will be discussing about the pie chart. All right. So what is a frequency polygon?
Sir, we
See,
finished this also.
we have finished this also. Oh my God. So there are two types of frequency polygon. We can
Yes,
make
sir.
the frequency
Without
polygon
histogram
with it.
also we have done.
Okay. Okay. So we have almost completed this chapter. Okay, just a minute. All right. So let's talk about ogives. All right. So ogive are what? Ogive is a curve. It is a smooth curve presented by plotting the frequency data on the graph. This curve represents the frequencies corresponding to the limit or upper limit in the distribution of data. So what is actually a ogive? We have to understand, will be able to understand this in a better way if we do a question based on the ogive. So let me just give you an example. What is an ogive and how it is presented on the diagram? Just a minute. See, first of all, ogive are of two types. One is called less than ogive, and then there is more than ogive. One of the important thing that you need to remember in case of ogive is that just like histogram, as I have told you while we were discussing the concept of histogram, I have told you that histograms are generally prepared in case of the continuous series. Similarly, ogives are presented in a situation where data is given in the form of cumulative frequency series. And you know what are the different types of cumulative frequency series, right? So there are two types of cumulative frequency series. One is called the less than cumulative frequency, and the other is called the more than cumulative frequency.
Sir, what is that you wrote, sir? Less than.
Less than ogive and more than ogive.
Okay.
Okay. So basically there are two types of ogive, less than and more than ogive. What is actually ogive, that we will be able to understand through a small example. So let's take an example. Suppose these are the values you are provided with. These are the marks of students: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50, and 50 to 60 as well. So these are the various classes for the marks, and we have number of students as well. So students who have scored between 0 to 10 are 5, then 7, 8, 12, 9, and 6. All right. Okay. Now, in order to prepare the ogive, we need to convert this. Can any one of you tell me what kind of series is this? It is an exclusive class interval. It is an inclusive class interval. It is a midpoint series.
Exclusive class interval.
Correct. It is an exclusive class interval because the upper limit for a particular class is exactly similar to the lower class of the next class interval. So this is a exclusive class interval, and in order to prepare the ogive, we are first required to, the first step in the ogive is that we need to convert the exclusive class interval into the less than cumulative series. In order to prepare the less than ogive, we need to convert this series into the less than cumulative frequency. And in order to prepare the more than ogive, we need to convert this exclusive series into the more than cumulative frequency. So we will first apply the step number 1, converting.
Sir,
Yes,
can you zoom out little bit?
yeah, just a minute.
Yes, sir.
It's okay now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first of all, what do? We converting the series, converting the exclusive class interval into more than cumulative frequency series. So first step that we are going to apply is converting the series into the cumulative frequency series. And how we will be doing that, just pay attention. So we will first of all write the marks and number of students. So we will be writing the number of students in the cumulative frequency order. Okay. Okay, so first of all, we will start with the less than 10 students who have scored marks less than 10, then less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, less than 50, less than 60. Okay. Now this is very important. How we will calculate the cumulative frequencies. So student who have scored less than 10 marks are, how many students are there? There are 5 students who have scored between 0 to 10. That means the student who have scored less than 10 marks are 5 students, right? So less than 10 scored by 5 students. Now for the next class, we need student who have scored less than 20. So there are 7 students who have scored marks between 10 to 20, right? So
Yes, sir.
they basically, these 7 students are have basically scored marks less than 20. So these 7 will be included in this category, less than 20, right? But all of these students who have scored less than 10 marks also covered in this category, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
those who have scored less than, sorry, between 10 to 20 is also covered under less than 20, and those who have scored between 0 to 10, they are also covered in this category, less than 20. So we will add both these frequency, 5 plus 7, it will be 12. All right. Next, we require student who have scored less than 30. So we will have to
Plus
add
20.
all of these. Correct. So 12 plus 8, it will be 20. Next time we require student who have scored less than 40. That means all of these frequency
32.
will be added. Correct. 32. And for next, it will be 41. And for the next, it will be 46. Sorry, it will be 47. Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is the first step that we will apply in order to calculate the, in order to draw the less than Ogive. So we have just done the first step, that is to convert the series into the less than cumulative frequency. Just a minute. This is less than cumulative frequency, not more than, less than cumulative frequency. Now we will also make a more than cumulative frequency series. So step number 2, step number 2. What is step number 2? Converting the series, again, converting the series into more than cumulative frequency. More than cumulative frequency series. Again, we will write down the marks and cumulative frequency for students. Okay. And this time we are going to write down the marks in this order: more than 0, more than 0, then student who have scored more than 10, students who have scored more than 20, students who have scored more than 30, students who have scored more than 40, and students who have scored more than 50. We will take till the more than 50 only. All right. Now we require all those students who have scored more than 0. So see, pay attention here. All of these students have scored more than 0, right? Student who have score 0 to 10 is also covered under this category, more than 0. And student who have scored 10, between 10 to 20 is also covered under the category of more than 0.
Yes,
All of
sir.
these students are covered under this category. That means total number of students we have total
47.
47 students. That means all these students are covered under this category, more than 0. Right, Samiksha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we require student who have scored more than 10 only, more than 10. That means we have to exclude this, because we require all those
42.
students who have scored more than 10. So we will reduce 5 out of
5.
47. That means 42
2.
students have scored more than 10. Next time we require student who have scored more than 30, more than 20. Sorry. So we will exclude these two values and we will add only these. So 42 minus 8,
34.
34.
Right.
Then again we will minus 12. So it will be
20.
22, right?
Yes.
And
Sir, it's
for
12. Yeah.
34 minus 12 is 22, right? And 9 minus 22,
13.
13. And 6 minus 13,
7.
7. All right. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes,
So
sir.
we have done 2 steps. Now we will prepare the diagram. So now the final step comes. Step number 3. Presenting the cumulative frequency. Presenting the cumulative frequency on diagram. This is the third step. So for that purpose, we have to draw 2 axes, y-axis and x-axis. Okay. This is the y-axis, and we will also draw x-axis, x and y. All right. So on the x-axis, we will be showing the values of marks scored by student marks. So starting with 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. And marks, the highest value of the lowest value of marks is 7, and highest is 47. All right, so 5 also. Number of students will be shown on the y-axis. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. Okay. Now we will first of all present the data of the less than cumulative frequency series. Then we will present the cumulative frequency of the more than cumulative frequency series. So first of all, starting with the first table, that is less than cumulative frequency. So we have to present this value less than 10. This 10 have the frequency, cumulative frequency 5. So in front of 10, we have to plot 5. So this is 5 in front of 10. Then for less than 20, it is 12, right? So we will also plot this. For less than 20, it is 12. So 12 will be somewhere here. Okay. Then for 30, it is 20. 30, 20. Then 32 for 40. 32 will be somewhere here. And 50, 41 for 50. So this is, I guess, 41. And then finally 47. So 47 will be somewhere above 45. So here. So now we will connect each dot with a smooth line. So this line is basically to be connected with the point of origin. Okay, so this is basically called less than Ogive, because this curve is made on the basis of the less than cumulative frequency. So this curve is called the less than Ogive. This is less than Ogive. Got it, everyone? Samiksha and Peer, Steve.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now we need to present the data regarding data of more than more than cumulative frequency series. So in the more than cumulative frequency series, you can see in front of 0, we have the cumulative frequency 47. So this will be for 0, the cumulative frequency is 47. So 47, let's presume that it will be somewhere here. Okay. Then for 10, it is 42. For 10, it is 42. So 42 will be somewhere here. Then for 20, it is 34. 34. Then 22. 22. Okay. And then 13. So 13 will be below 15. Okay. And then finally 7. So 7 will be somewhere above 5. Okay. Now we will connect each dot with a line. And this particular line is called the more than Ogive. More than Ogive. All right, everyone. Is this clear to all of you? How Ogive are
sir.
formed?
Yes.
Ogive are basically are of two types: less than Ogive and more than Ogive. For presenting the more than Ogive, we have to prepare the more than cumulative frequency, and in order to present the in order to form the less than Ogive, we need to prepare less than cumulative frequency series. So if the question is given in the form of less than cumulative frequency series or the more than cumulative frequency series, it will be easier for us to draw the Ogive because we can directly draw the diagram. But if the information is given otherwise in the cumulative form, then we have to convert the series into the cumulative frequency series. Then we will draw the Ogives. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you are writing this down or you are done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. So now this definition will be more clear to all of you. Ogive curve is a smooth curve. A smooth curve because it is presented, it is drawn smoothly by basically it is drawn free-handedly. We do not use the scale in order to draw the Ogive. Therefore, we call it that Ogive is a smooth curve presented by plotting the frequency data on the graph. Right. And let's understand this through one more example. Suppose these are the various frequencies that is given in the question. So these are the information regarding capital, and then there is information regarding the number
Sir,
of companies that falls under a particular class. Yes.
sir, what if we get the question like this: 0 to 10, 20 to 30, 40 to 50?
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
And
then how to calculate that way?
that will be in that case also we will be drawing the Ogive as we have done just now. In order in that situation also we need to convert the series into the cumulative series, either in the form of the more than cumulative frequency or less than cumulative frequency series. So the question will be done in the similar manner that the way just the way we have done just now.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So see. So suppose these are the information we are provided with. We have the information regarding the capital and the number of companies falling into a particular category. So first of all, with this information, we have to convert this series into the, because it is a cumulative frequency, sorry, it is a continuous series. It is a exclusive class interval. Therefore, we need to convert the series into the cumulative frequency series. So we have first converted the series into the less than Ogive, right? And in order to do that, we basically add the cumulative frequencies every time. And by using the less than cumulative frequency series, we can make the less than Ogive. And okay, and in order to prepare the more than Ogive, we have to prepare the more than cumulative frequency series. So this is how the more than cumulative frequency series is prepared, and on the basis of that we can draw the more than Ogive. So one thing that you will notice here is that less than Ogive start from the point of origin, and it moves from left to right, right? It moves upward from left to right. But
Yes,
more
sir.
than Ogive also move from left to right, but it is downward sloping.
Downward.
So more than Ogive is always downward sloping, less than Ogive is always upward sloping, starting from the origin. Okay. Now let's talk about the pie diagram, pie chart. So I'm sure you, all of you must be aware about the pie diagram, because this is taught in the various, the junior classes. So I hope the concept regarding the pie diagram is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
So anyways, let's discuss this one more. So what is a pie diagram? Pie diagram or a pie chart is a type of uh, it is a type of graph that represent the data in the circular graph. The slices of the pie shows the relative sizes of the data, and it is a type of pictorial representation of the data. This is how the pie diagram look like. This is the pie diagram. All right. So we will be understanding what is a pie diagram by using, let's take an example to understand what is a pie diagram. So this is the example. So there is information given regarding various types of sports, and the students interested in different type of sports. So in football we have 10 students who are interested in playing football, then hockey, cricket, basketball, badminton. So number of students who like football are 10, then who like hockey is 5, cricket 5, basketball also 10, badminton 10 again. So in order to draw the pie diagram, everyone knows that on the pie diagram we present the data in which form? Samiksha, Peer. On pie diagram, we present the data in which form?
Circle.
Cycle. That is correct. Circle. But values are presented in terms of
Percentage.
percentage. Okay.
Percentage, sir.
Percentage. So both of you are incorrect. On pie diagram, we present the data in the form of degree. So entire
Yes.
circular area is of how what is the area of the circle?
360 degree.
360 degree. Correct. So we first of all we convert the data into percentage.
Yes,
We
sir.
convert the series into percentage, convert the data into percentage. Then on the basis of percentage, we convert it into the degree.
Degree.
And on the basis of the degree, we prepare the bar diagram. Sorry, pie diagram. So this is the information. So let's convert this. First of all, let's convert it into the percentage. So let me show you how it is done. Just a minute. Just a minute, please. Okay. So just yes. So first of all, we will convert this data into the in the form of percentage. So number of student in terms of percentage, number of students in terms of percentage. So for doing that, what do? We first of all total we find out the total number of students. So 10 plus 5 plus 5, 20, and then 20 again. So total number of students are 40, right? So in order to find out the percentage for each category of sports, what do we do now? We basically divide the number of student interested in playing football, then divide it by 40 and multiply it by 100 to in order to find out the total percentage of student who are interested in watching in playing football. So that will be done in this manner: 10 divided by 40 into 100. So it is, I think, 25%. 25%. Then 5 divided by 40 into 100. This will be 12.5%. And again 5 divided by 40, 12.5% again. Then 10 divided by 40,
25%.
25% again. And for the next also it is 25%. Make sure the sum total of all the percentage must be equal to 100%. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now student in terms of degree, anyone? Anyone of
Why
you?
you were lagging? I didn't hear you. So what happened?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat, sir?
Okay. Am I clear? Am I clear now? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that how will you convert the data in terms of percentage into degree? How you will do that?
25 by 100 into 360.
25 by 100 into 360. Yes, that is correct. So we basically take 25 by 100 into 360. So this is basically the percentage get converted into the degree. Can anyone tell me what is the value of 25% into
80. Hello? Sir? $90.
Sir, you're again lagging, sir. Hello, sir. Hello.
Sir, 90%.
Am I audible, everyone?
Sir, now you're audible.
Sir, now only you're audible, sir.
Yeah, I think I have some problem with my mic. So
Sir,
sorry for
no,
that.
sir, not mic. It's network.
It's network issue.
No, sir, you're lagging, sir. You're just freezed.
Okay. Now it is clear, no? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So 25 divided by 12.5 divided by 3 divided by 100 and multiply by 360 degree. It will be 45
90%.
degree. 45 degree, no?
Yeah, sir, first one.
90
90%.
90 degree, 45 degree,
90 degree, 40
then
degree.
45 degree again. then 90° again, then 45° again.
Yes,
So
sir.
the sum total of all these is equal to 360.
Sir, the last one
Sir,
is also
90 degree.
90 degree.
90
Yes,
degree.
sir.
90 degree. Okay, all right. So is this clear to all of you?
Yes,
How
sir.
the percentage get converted into the degrees?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes,
all
sir.
right. Okay, now all of these data are required to be presented on the diagram. So I hope you already know how the pie diagrams are made, right? You guys
Yes,
already
sir.
know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just a minute. Okay. So this is how the data is presented on the see. So in order to draw the diagram, in order to draw the pie diagram, we basically take three steps. First of all, we convert the data, we calculate the total value of the variables that is given in the question. So total variables, total number of student in the question is 40. Then after this, we apply the third step. The next step is to divide each value by total and multiply by 100 to get the data converted into the percentage that we have already done. And next, convert the percentage into the degree. We have also done that as well. And apart from this, now we will prepare the present all of this degree information on the circular diagram, and the diagram that we will be making, it is called the pie diagram. So this is how the pie diagram will look now. Samiksha and P.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I don't have the protractor now, so I don't think I will be able to show you how the pie diagrams are made. But I am pretty sure that you already know what is a pie diagram and how it is formed. All right, guys.
Yes,
So you
yes, sir.
Yes,
want
sir.
okay. All right. Okay. And other than this, we have completed everything, I guess, in this chapter. Time series, I think, is not in the syllabus. So we are not required to cover that part. I'm not sure. I think I'll have to check. But I think time series graph is not in the syllabus. So we won't be doing that. Other than that, I think we have completed everything in this chapter. Just a minute, let me check. So we have done the bar diagram, we have done the pie diagram, then histogram, polygon, and Ogive. And okay, so we have done everything in this chapter. So do you guys have any doubt regarding this chapter? Anything you wanted to know, you want to discuss?
No, sir.
No. Okay, and so now what should we do? Okay, guys, so just do one thing for today's session. Let's keep the economics till here only. We will be starting a new chapter in the next class in economics, in the stats.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
And so take a break of 15 minutes, then we will start with the accounts part. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
And if
Yes,
any
sir.
one of you wanted to know anything, any doubt you guys have, we can discuss that. But we won't be starting a new chapter today. We will be doing that tomorrow only,
Okay,
because
sir.
we don't have enough time so that we can start a new chapter. We will be doing that tomorrow only. But for now, if you guys have any doubt, anything regarding the stats you wanted to ask regarding the chapter that we have discussed in this particular class, or the chapter that we have already finished, if you wanted to know anything, you want to ask anything, you can ask. Otherwise,
No, sir.
we are going to take a break of 15 minutes.
No, sir.
No? Okay.
Sir, which chapter, sir, will take next class?
In the next class, we will just tell me, have we completed everything in the stats? I think we have completed the organization of data, collection of data, diagrammatic presentation of data, sorry, diagrammatic presentation of data. Have we also completed the organization part, organization of data,
Sir, in school,
organization of
yes.
in school, na?
Yes, sir.
In tuition, I'm asking.
No, sir.
No. Okay. And Okay, so we will probably start organization of data in the next class, most
Okay, sir.
possibly. Otherwise, we will be covering the intro part of the statistics, wherein we will discuss the meaning of statistics, what are the different types of statistics, and things like that. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
Okay,
that
sir.
that only I will be telling you in the next class. So all right, so take a break of 10 minutes, then we will continue with the account first. We will be discussing the bank reconciliation statement in that particular session. Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you.